Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this part we will see the Hamilton's equation of motion. Let us first start with the Hamilton's function, and that after we will see what is the Hamilton's equation of motion. So first of all, the Lagrangian of the system, that is L, it is specially the function of the position, that is if I write the position as qk, all the coordinates, and the velocity, that is qk dot and t. So the Lagrangian is the function of qk dot and t, and also this can be written as equal to L of qk, means the coordinates are q1, q2, q3 and so on up to qk, and also so on up to qn. And also here for the qk dot I can write q1 dot, q2 dot, so on up to qk dot, and also so on up to qn dot. And time coordinate is present here, so I will write time t. Now the total time derivative of this Lagrangian L is the total. So here we can write the total time derivative of Lagrangian, that is L, will be dl by dt, that is equal to sum over k, this is sum over k, dou L by the partial derivative of the L with respect to qk into dqk divided by dt plus sum over k dou L by dou qk dot into dqk dot divided by dt plus dou L by dou t. Okay. And also this can be written as, for dou L by dou qk we can write, if I will divide dt, or we can simply write this dou L by dou qk as, let me write sum over k. For this dou L by dou qk I will write d by dt of dou L by dou qk dot. Okay. And here this term dqk by dt term is present, and for that I will write qk dot plus sum over k, this is dou L by dou qk dot into dqk dot divided by dt plus dou L by dou t. Okay. Now from this expression you can see for the first and second term, if I will write for this term combinedly, I can write this will be sum over k d by dt of qk dot into dou L by dou qk dot. You can check dou L by dou qk dot, this plus the last term, that is dou L by dou t. Now you can see for this term, that is if I will take the first term, this is suppose u and this term is v, then d by dt of u into v, that will be, first of all you will take the derivative of u and v to be constant, and then u to be constant, and you have to take the derivative for the v. So first of all I will do d by dt of qk dot, so this is your d by dt of qk dot into dou L by dou qk dot plus this will be d by dt of del L by del qk dot into d by dt of qk dot, sorry qk dot, d by dt of del L by del qk dot into qk dot. So this term will be the first. Okay. So and for the last term I will write dou L by dou t. And now if I will take common d by dt, so or we can write from the first term, from the left hand side term, sorry, or this is dl by dt equal to this much. Now if I will take common d by dt, I can write this will be d by dt of L minus, for this term if I will take to the left hand side, then this term will becomes L minus sum over k, this is your d by dt is taken common, so simply this is qk dot into dou L by dou qk dot. Okay, plus and or that is equal to, this is your dou L by dou t, this is equal to dou L by dou t plus dou L by dou t, or we can say simply here we have taken common d by dt, and this first term it has been taken to the left hand side, or this can be written as d by dt of I will write the first term sum over k qk dot into dou L by dou qk dot now becomes the first term minus L, that is the minus sign is taken common from the left hand side, so that this negative sign will be get multiplied on the right hand side, that will be minus dou L by dou t. Okay, or this can be written as the generalized momentum. Let me write here the generalized momentum, since dou L by dou qk dot, this is nothing but pk, that is the generalized momentum, or this is known as the canonical momentum. This is the generalized momentum, also known as the canonical momentum. Canonical momentum. So for this I will replace this dou L by dou qk dot term as pk. Now I will write, or this will be d by dt of sum over qk dot into, this will be pk minus L, and that is equal to minus dou L by dou t. Okay, and again we can write for this expression, or we will write d by dt for this total bracket term. I will write this is h, that is the Hamilton, that is equal to minus dou L by dou t. Here where h equal to sum over, we can write pk qk dot minus L, qk dot into pk is same as your pk into qk dot. So pk into qk dot minus L, and that is called the Hamiltonian function. This is the Hamiltonian function or Hamilton's function. And this also can be written as, since this p is the momentum, we can write this is sum over m into v. In place of v I will write m qk dot, and here also qk dot. So directly I will write m qk dot whole square, qk dot square minus L. Since pk equal to m into qk dot, I can write sum over m qk dot square minus L. And also this can be written as, if I will multiply 2, and here 1 by 2 is been multiplied here, 2 into 1 by 2 is 1, so this will be 1 by 2 m qk dot square minus L. Then this half m qk dot square is nothing but your kinetic energy. So here in place of this sum over half m qk dot square, I can write the kinetic energy, that is 2 into t minus the Lagrangian L equal to t minus v. So here I will write t minus v. Let me write here, since the kinetic energy t equal to half m qk dot square, and that is equal to, let me write kinetic energy. Okay, or that is equal to, and also the Lagrangian equal to t minus v, since Lagrangian equal to t minus v. So now this will becomes 2t minus t, that will be t, minus and minus, that will becomes plus v. So the Hamiltonian can be represented as h equal to t plus v. So h equal to, let me write again, h equal to t plus v, that is the total energy of the system, that is equal to the total energy of the system. Okay, now here we will see if the Lagrangian of the system is independent of the time. If the Lagrangian of the system, if the Lagrangian of the system is independent of time, then we can write, then dou L by dou t, that will be equal to 0, and also we know dou L by dou t equal to minus dou h by dou t. Here we have calculated dh by dt equal to minus dou L by dou t. So in this place we can write, that is your minus dh by dt, or simply since dou L by dou t equal to 0, we can write dh by dt equal to 0. So here I will write, since this dou L by dou t equal to 0, or dh by dt equal to 0. And since dH by dt equal to 0, it means that the Hamiltonian is constant, or we can write this H, that is the Hamiltonian, is constant. Hamiltonian is constant means the total energy is constant here, or the total energy is constant, or we can say conserved. So total energy, the total energy is conserved, okay. So this is the conservation theorem for the Hamiltonian of the system. This is the conservation theorem. This is the conservation theorem for the Hamiltonian of the system. Hamiltonian of the system. That is what we have calculated. That is, first of all, we have calculated the Hamiltonian function. So that is, the Hamiltonian function is H equal to sum over Pk Qk dot minus L, and also we have calculated dou H by dou T equal to minus dou L by dt, dH by dt equal to minus dou L by dou T. This is actually the Hamilton's equation of motion. And also here finally we have expressed that this H equal to constant. This H is constant means that the total energy is conserved. The total energy is conserved. Now let us see what is Hamilton's equation of motion. So in general, the Hamiltonian, it is a function of the generalized coordinate, generalized momentum and the time t. In general, let me write, in general, Hamiltonian is a function of the generalized coordinates, The generalized coordinates are here represented as qk, and the generalized momenta, it is in the plural form, generalized momenta, that is the momentum plural form, momenta, that is pk, and the time coordinate, that is your t. Now we can represent this as, if I will write the Hamiltonian H, then this H can be written as equal to the function of qk, pk and t. So if you can remember, the Lagrangian is a function of qk dot and time t. That is, qk dot is your velocity, but here the Hamiltonian is the function of coordinate, momentum and the time. And also this can be written as equal to h of q1, q2 and so on up to qk and so on qn, and similarly p1, p2 and so on up to pk and so on pn comma t. This is the Hamiltonian as the function of coordinate, momentum and the time. Now the differential can be written as the differential, that is, if I will take the derivative, then the differential is dH, that is equal to sum over k dou h by dou qk into dqk plus sum over k dou h by dou pk into dpk plus dou h by dou t, this is your h, dou h by dou t into dt. Now let me give, this is your equation number, suppose 1. Okay. Now also we know that the Hamiltonian function, also we know the Hamiltonian function, that is h can be written as the sum over pk qk dot minus l, and from this expression we can, if I will take again the differential, we can write dH will be equal to sum over k. First of all I will take the derivative for the p, then dpk into qk dot plus sum over k, this one is your qk dot sorry, dqk dot into pk, or let me write pk into dqk dot. Okay, and this is minus dl. This is suppose equation number 2. And similarly, if I will take the Lagrangian, that is we know L equal to, also we know the Lagrangian, that is L, it is the function of qk dot and t. Lagrangian is the function of qk dot and t. And again, if I will take the differential or this dl can be written as equal to sum over k dou L by dou qk into dqk plus sum over k dou L by dou qk dot into dqk dot plus dou L by dou t into dt. This is the representation of the differential of the Lagrangian. Suppose this is equation number 3. Okay, and also if I write it, let me write again. This also can be written as equal to sum over k, and you know the generalized momentum, that is pk dot equal to dou L by dou qk. I will write this is your pk dot into dqk plus this is sum over k dou L by dou qk dot is your, this is the pk dot means generalized momentum differential, and also this is the dou L by dou qk dot is present here. This is the generalized momentum, that is pk, and here dqk dot is present plus dou L by dou t into dt. This is your equation number 3. Now you can see here in this equation 2, here the, you can see here, let me zoom it. Okay, yes, you can see here in this expression, that is in equation 2, dl term is present. If I will put this equation 3 in equation 2, now let us see what happened. Yes, this is your pk dot dqk dot is present, dqk is present, and here this pk dot and here pk dqk dot is present. If we will subtract this term, that is minus dl, means this will be minus pk dqk dot, and when you will subtract, this two term will get cancelled. Let me write so that it will be better for you. So putting, let me write, putting equation 3 in equation 2, then this will be dh equal to sum over k dpk into qk dot, or let me write qk dot into dpk, qk dot into dpk plus sum over k pk dqk dot. Up to this much I will write. Now I will write minus dl. For this minus dl I will write this equation 3. This will be minus sum over pk dot dqk, and the minus sum over, this is pk into dqk dot minus dou L by dou t into dt. This is our expression. Okay, now here you can see in this expression, this pk dqk dot term will get cancelled with this plus pk dqk dot term. This sum over this one is your k. Okay, now the remaining term will be equal to sum over k qk dot into dpk minus sum over k pk dot into dqk minus dou L by dou t into dt. Okay, just a minute. Yes, you can see here now, this is suppose equation number 4. Now you can see here, if I will compare this equation 1 with this equation 4, now if I will compare, You can see this term is your equation 4. This is your dH equal to this much. If you will compare with this equation, you can see this dqk term and here this dqk term is present. So the coefficient of dqk, that is minus pk dot, will be equal to dou h by dou qk. And similarly, the coefficient of dpk get compared with the dpk, that will be dou h by dou pk will be equal to qk dot. And similarly, if I will compare the dt coefficient, then this will be dou h by dou t equal to minus dou l by dou t. So now let me write, comparing equation 1 with the 4, comparing equation 1 with the 4. So we can write, this will be qk dot will be equal to, that is the dpk coefficient. So here this will be dou h by dou pk. So now we can write qk dot will be equal to dou h by dou pk. So this is qk dot will be equal to dou h by dou pk. And similarly, the dqk coefficient, that is here minus pk dot, and here this is dou h by dou qk, that is here, if I will write, so pk dot will be equal to pk dot or minus pk dot will be equal to dou h by dou qk. And finally, the dt coefficient, that is dH by dt will be equal to minus dou L by dou t. You can see here this equation 1. So here dou H by dou t will be equal to minus dou L by dou t. Now we can write minus dou L by dou t will be equal to dH by dt. So these are called the Hamilton's equation of motion. So these are known as Hamilton's equation of motion, Hamilton's equation, or Hamilton's canonical equation of motion. Okay. So in this way you can prove the Hamilton's equation, that is simply just comparing with this equation 1 and with this equation 4. You can see the coefficient dqk will be dou h by dou qk equal to minus pk dot, and here the coefficient of dpk, that is qk dot, will be equal to dou h by dou pk, and here the coefficient of dt will be equal to dou h by dou t equal to dH by dt equal to dou L by dou t. Okay, dH by dt equal to minus dou L by dou t. So this is all for today. If you have any doubt, can ask me in the comment section. Thank you all.